Welcome back, friends. Today, we're diving into a truth rarely spoken, uncovered by a groundbreaking study in the Journal of the American Geriatrics Society. It reveals that over half of older adults are taking the wrong supplements, paying for it with their very health. You see, not all vitamins are created equal. After menopause or retirement, the need for iron drops sharply. Yet the habit of taking it for energy often remains. The result is iron overload, a slow, silent accumulation of this metal in your organs. Once iron settles in your liver, brain, and heart, it doesn't simply leave. It oxidizes, literally causing your tissues to rust from within. I had a patient named Evelyn, 76 years old. She was always tired, feeling dizzy, and a little forgetful. Believing she had anemia, she'd taken iron supplements for years. But a blood test revealed a shocking story. Her iron levels were nearly double the safe limit. This excess was quietly damaging her liver and accelerating inflammation in her brain. She didn't need more iron, she needed less. Scientific data from the Mayo Clinic and Harvard links high iron levels in seniors to an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease and heart conditions. So, unless a doctor has diagnosed you with a deficiency, avoid multivitamins with iron. Get it from greens, legumes, and lean meats. Sometimes, what feels like an energy boost is actually your body struggling against a toxin. Third on our list, megadoses of vitamin B6. This vitamin is often marketed as a nerve protector. Yet, for many older individuals, this capsule can become the cause of a nightmare, mimicking the very ailments it's supposed to prevent. Here's the hidden truth. When taken in high doses, above 100 milligrams a day, vitamin B6 can damage nerves, not heal them. This damage is called peripheral neuropathy, causing tingling, numbness, and burning in the hands and feet. Many mistake it for diabetes or poor circulation. Consider the case of Henry, 69 years old. He came to me complaining of pins and needles in his hands that never went away. He thought it was just old age. But tests showed his B6 levels were 3 times the normal limit. Henry had been taking a nerve support complex he saw advertised on TV. It contained 200 milligrams of B6. He thought he was protecting his nerves, but in reality, they were dying cell by cell. The most dangerous part is that the damage from B6 toxicity can be irreversible. The vitamin accumulates in nerve tissue, dulling sensations and weakening muscles. Research from the National Institutes of Health confirms older adults are more vulnerable as their bodies clear B6 more slowly. If you want to protect your nerves, forget the megadoses. Your body needs only about 2 milligrams a day, easily obtained from poultry, bananas, oats, and fish. Sometimes, less truly is more. Our fourth point, synthetic multivitamins with fillers and megadoses. Every morning, millions of older adults reach for a brightly colored bottle labeled Complete Multivitamin for those over 50. It's a comforting ritual. But what if that pill is doing more harm than good? Most multivitamins on shelves today aren't nutrition, they're chemistry. Hidden behind the flashy labels are synthetic compounds, artificial dyes, titanium dioxide, and cheap forms of vitamins your body can't absorb. These pills are designed for profit, not for health. Some can silently spark inflammation, thin your blood, or overburden your liver, while others have the power to literally regenerate cells, sharpen your mind, and add years of active, vibrant living to your life. The difference between them could mean feeling like you're 60 or feeling like you're 80. So, today, we're going to tear down the marketing myths. When you swallow them daily, these fake nutrients accumulate, burdening your liver and kidneys. Let me share the story of Robert, a 74-year-old retired engineer. He took popular multivitamins every morning for nearly 10 years until he started feeling weak. Tests revealed elevated liver enzymes and dangerously high levels of vitamin A. He wasn't overeating unhealthy foods. He was overdosing on his multivitamin. Synthetic vitamin A and niacin had slowly built up, turning a healthy habit into a toxic burden. Your body doesn't always know what to do with synthetics. Unlike food, these isolated chemicals often trigger oxidative stress. If you take a multivitamin, make sure it's whole food-based, third-party tested, and free of synthetic additives. Now let's turn the page and talk about the good stuff. Part 2. The 4 best vitamins for older adults. First, vitamin D3 plus K2. As we age, sunlight stops working for us the way it used to. Our skin no longer efficiently converts it into vitamin D. That's why nearly 70% of adults over 60 are deficient. The consequences are severe: brittle bones, a weakened immune system, memory loss. But many don't realize that taking vitamin D alone isn't enough, and it can even be dangerous without its partner, vitamin K2. Vitamin D tells your body to absorb calcium, but without K2, that calcium has no direction. It can harden in your arteries instead of strengthening your bones. Let me tell you about Eleonora, a retired school teacher in her late 70s. For years, she faithfully took 2,000 units of vitamin D, believing she was doing everything right for her health. But a routine scan revealed an unsettling truth: early calcification in her coronary arteries. Her body, despite the D supplement, was mistakenly depositing calcium in her blood vessels, hardening them. We adjusted her regimen, introducing 100 micrograms of vitamin K2 in its MK7 form. What happened next was remarkable. Eleonora's bone density began to improve, and the condition of her blood vessels stabilized. It was as if we'd given the calcium a personal navigator. Think of it this way: vitamin D3 helps you absorb calcium, but vitamin K2 is the vital guide, directing that calcium precisely where it needs to go, into your bones and teeth, not your arteries. Research consistently shows that older adults with healthy levels of both D3 and K2 enjoy stronger bones and sharper cognitive function. If you're only taking vitamin D, you're only doing half the job. Our second essential nutrient, vitamin B12, specifically in its methylcobalamin form. There's a silent epidemic quietly spreading among older Americans: vitamin B12 deficiency. It affects nearly 4 out of every 10 seniors, yet many are completely unaware. They simply wake up feeling more tired, more forgetful, and attribute it to the inevitable march of age. But B12 is the brain's spark plug. It's crucial for creating healthy red blood cells and for maintaining the protective sheath around your nerves. As we age, our stomachs produce less of the acid needed to extract B12 from the foods we eat, making supplementation even more critical. I remember Frank, a 74-year-old retired firefighter, who came to me convinced he was experiencing early dementia. He struggled to recall names, found himself getting lost behind the wheel. Tests revealed critically low B12 levels. I'm going to reveal the 4 absolute worst vitamins you should never take after 60, and then the 4 very best vitamins your body needs every single day to stay sharp, strong, and truly alive. Because when it comes to aging, the truth isn't on the label, it's in the science. And what you're about to learn could permanently change your morning routine. After just 6 weeks of taking methylcobalamin, the active form of the vitamin, Frank's mental clarity returned. He didn't have dementia, he had a deficiency. It's vital to choose methylcobalamin, not the cheaper synthetic cyanocobalamin. The active form is ready to be used by your cells immediately. If you find yourself increasingly forgetful or irritable, your body might just be signaling for help. Now for our third key player, magnesium, ideally in the glycinate or malate form. There's a clear reason why so many older individuals wake up feeling exhausted or suffer from debilitating cramps. Most seniors are living with dangerously low magnesium reserves. This deficiency doesn't shout for attention, but its effects are pervasive. Muscle spasms, heart palpitations, anxiety, and relentless insomnia. Magnesium is often called the conductor of calm. It orchestrates over 300 vital bodily functions. Yet, as we age, our kidneys excrete it faster, and common medications can quickly deplete our stores. I treated Doris, a 79-year-old grandmother, who arrived at my office with arrhythmia and chronic fatigue. The problem was surprisingly simple: critically low magnesium. After just 1 month on magnesium glycinate, her heart settled into a steady rhythm. Her muscles finally relaxed, and for the first time in years, she slept soundly, like a baby. The right form truly makes all the difference. Cheap magnesium oxide is barely absorbed by the body. Glycinate, or malate, however, gently soothes the body without unpleasant side effects. When your magnesium levels are restored, your heart beats more evenly, and your mind finds its quiet center. Fourth on our list, omega-3 fatty acids. Whether you get them from high-quality fish oil or from algae-based EPA and DHA, no other nutrient has demonstrated its importance for healthy aging quite like omega-3. These are quite literally food for your brain and fuel for your heart. They contain 2 powerful components, EPA and DHA. Together they work to reduce systemic inflammation, keep your arteries flexible, and build healthy brain cells. Unfortunately, our bodies produce less of these critical fats as we grow older. John's story is a perfect example. A 73-year-old Vietnam veteran, he complained of constant fatigue and alarming memory lapses. His omega-3 index was dangerously low. After 3 months of taking 1,000 milligrams of quality fish oil daily, his transformation was astonishing. His energy levels soared, and his concentration became sharper than it had been in years. A landmark Harvard study confirms the profound impact. A high omega-3 level can reduce the risk of death from heart disease by a significant 27%. Purity is paramount. Always choose fish oil from wild-caught fish, rigorously tested for heavy metals and contaminants. At this stage of life, every choice truly matters. Vitamins aren't just about filling in gaps. They are the fundamental building blocks of how you think, feel, and move. The wrong ones can drain your vitality, while the right ones can breathe new life into your years. For older adults, health isn't about chasing youth. It's about preserving dignity, independence, and the joy of being present with your loved ones. Vitamin D3 with K2, B12, magnesium, and omega-3 are powerful tools nature provides. So today, as you look at your medicine cabinet, ask yourself, are these pills truly adding years to my life, or are they adding rich, vibrant life to my years? Let's begin with part 1, the 4 worst vitamins for older adults. The first on our list is high doses of vitamin E. At first glance, vitamin E seems harmless, even beneficial. For decades, doctors and advertisements alike have hailed it as a heart-healthy vitamin. Aging doesn't have to mean fading away. The best chapters of your story could still be ahead. All it takes is the courage to choose wisely, starting right now. Take care of yourself. Many older adults still take it daily, believing it protects their arteries and keeps their skin youthful. But hidden behind this promise is a truth rarely heard by those over 60. An excess of vitamin E can quietly destroy the very heart it's meant to protect. Clinical studies from Johns Hopkins University and the National Institute on Aging uncovered something alarming. Older individuals taking more than 400 international units of synthetic vitamin E per day faced a 20% higher risk of heart failure and hemorrhagic stroke. Simply put, the vitamin meant to help your heart could be making it weaker, more vulnerable. The reason lies in the chemistry. Most over-the-counter pills contain synthetic DL-alpha tocopherol, a factory-made version your body doesn't fully recognize. It accumulates in your tissues, disrupting the natural balance of antioxidants and transforming from a shield into a spark, igniting oxidative stress, that silent rusting of your cells. I recall a patient, let's call him George. He was 72, and he took high doses of vitamin E every morning for his heart. After a minor fall, he suffered internal bleeding, and we discovered his blood was dangerously thinned. He thought he was doing everything right, but the very supplement he trusted was working against him. The safest source of vitamin E isn't a capsule, it's your kitchen. A handful of almonds, a spoon of olive oil, or some sunflower seeds will provide all the natural tocopherols you need without the risk. Ultimately, it's not just about taking vitamins. It's about knowing which ones might quietly shorten your story instead of extending it. Our second point, iron supplements, unless prescribed by a doctor. Iron sounds powerful, vital. For years, many older Americans believed that taking iron every morning was key to healthy blood and high energy. But here's the silent truth. After 60, excess iron can quietly poison your body from the inside out. Unlike in youth, our bodies no longer shed iron as easily.